Hi, my name's Vero and welcome to another tip for the day video. And today, following on from my theme of using archways, I thought I would show you a quick way to double the size of a stone door. I think they look pretty nice. They've got a strange bit of green in the texture, which maybe we should report to them. But apart from that, I really like the detailing on the side when you magnify it. If you get it exactly right, you will get this strange effect on the ground where the textures merge into each other, but that actually indicates I've done a pretty good job. And you can always be slightly smaller or slightly larger. But let me show you how this is done. Starting with a single floor opening, the first thing I do is delete one of the floors and then manually position a floor underneath. And I like to position it at a slight angle so it's not actually trying to be aligned. And the reason for this, if we go to a stone doorway, if we position it on the top of that surface, then it will be in exactly the right place so that when we double it, it lines up. It's difficult to show it lining up because of the way that the parts change, but there, so that's pretty much lined up. So the trick is to place a doubled arch exactly in this spot here, up against the side of the existing floor on the floor that we've positioned here. The next part is how do we get a doubled part? I like to use the worktop. If we position worktops on top of each other, we can get a pretty good idea of scale when we rescale one. What we're trying to do is size it such that the very top bar of that back part just crosses across the textures at the top. And you can see it just starts to interact with the top texture. I think that will do. Now we position it free floating somewhere and use free placement mode to place it. And then without moving the camera even the slightest bit, we go into the build menu, select the part we want to scale, in this case the stone doorway, and place that into the cache as part of our universal adjacency glitch. And then copy the worktop again and then bring it down here. And now if I place it onto this floor, let's make it transparent. If we place it onto this floor just here, it will be in exactly the right position. Now obviously this is going to be a manual positioning technique, and what I tend to do is I line up the bottom part with the floor and try and get the dot exactly on that middle line. So I've got the dot roughly on the middle line, I've got that straight. Try and come back, which using a controller is always a bit tricky. And then reposition it again. Try and get that line as straight as possible. And then see if the line holds true when we bring it down that center line. Looking pretty good. And then we try and find that magic spot where you go over the lip, come down the lip, and we just touch that bottom floor. And now we can glitch back to our doorway. And as you can see, we've got that merged situation going on with the doorway step. That's a good indication that we've got it about right. We can test it more thoroughly by positioning a doorway on top of it and seeing if they look about the same. And I think that's pretty close. And there we have a double doorway. And obviously you can use this for any part and for any type of positioning. but I really like these doorways when they're doubled up. Now you'll notice that it's taken on the colour of the worktop, but now we can actually change these again. We just go to the colouring menu. We'll select it first. Go to the colouring menu. We now have the proper colours back. Thank you, Hello Games. And we can put it back to the standard pinkish colour or whichever stone colour we want, or we could colour glitch across by choosing a part that takes on the colour we want. So there you go, a very quick tip how to double the size of a doorway in No Man's Sky. I hope you like this video and stay tuned for more tips for the day. Goodbye.